And now I haven't been into that door since Gary and it was done originally.
Yeah.
You want to guess how many bolts were holding that door handle on?
One.
Correct.
Yeah.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Did you call Nate and tell him?
I don't associate with Nate.
I know.
He doesn't have. He keeps trying to get my number from John. Like when I came back, he was working at Closet Factory, and he was like, "Oh, let me get your number." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Let me go holler at John real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We quickly change the subject. I ordered a door regulator because once I got in here, the window regulator on this has been bad for.
Like the window doesn't open now?
Yeah, well, it will. It's just very, very angry about it.
Right.
And it was to the point where, so for years it's been angry about going up.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. But going down it was okay.
Yeah.
Now it was mad going down, and the only way it went up is when you like literally pulled up on it and hit the button.
Right.
And being that it was down, I didn't really care. But then you wanted the shit pulled off of it, so I was like, all right, I'm here. And then it was only another handful of bolts to get into the motor.
Yeah.
And the motor's like $35.
Right.
I was like, well, I guess you're getting done. Keep fucking hitting John up with his Amazon, like, hey, can you order me this?
You don't have Amazon?
No.
Why?
Because John has Amazon. What do I need for Brian? He's got it. He's my parts logistics guy.
Yeah.
You know, tell him what I need. He gets it for me. He's got my card on record, so.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Look at you like the Goon Squad now.
Yeah.
Have you seen those guys?
Nope.
There's these. They're out of Tennessee. They get cars out of Copart and fix them up. They're not the brightest, but they can do some body work.
Yeah. You gotta be real smart to do behind me.
And
some of them are pretty smart.
they make stupid money.
What, flipping cars?
No.
What?
Having idiots watch them
On YouTube?
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Basically every cool car that we've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Hellcat Charger.
Except for that.
I don't know. I'd rock a Hellcat. You were a Mopar boy back in the day.
Who was?
You.
When?
That motherfucking big old D.
Because I had a fucking Dodge pickup truck that I drove.
You loved Big D.
I bought that truck for like $800 and I drove it for 5 years.
And you loved that truck.
Yeah, I did.
Like I said, that makes you a Mopar guy.
That's as far as it goes.
Listen, it doesn't take away from the Moparness.
Look, if that bitch has got a 318 and a 5-speed, I can fuck with it.
I remember that motherfucker.
Other than that,
I remember you used to talk all this shit about how awesome that truck was. One day I come out and your fucking front steering stabilizer's laying in front of the garage. You hadn't been there since the night before, and I'm like,
still awesome.
I called you. I was like, "Were you here this morning?" No, I haven't been there since last night. Well, this Rancho shock fell off your shit last night.
Leaving parts behind. Well, that's why I don't like Dodges. Because they're fucking garbage.
I used to talk shit about Big D, and you were having none of it.
I love that truck. I wish I still had it.
Yeah.
Because it just worked. But the body fell. That's the problem with Dodge is the body falls apart around the truck. You know what I mean? Like around the mechanical part. So, but
except for the trannies.
I think Hellcats are the most overrated car that ever has been made.
I don't think they're really rated that well.
Yeah.
Other than the horsepower.
Yeah,
the rest
horsepower.
of it is.
But I was like,
I mean, price per horsepower, you can't do better. But I hope you don't want to go around a turn or even really go fast because they're so heavy.
Yep.
Because the rest of this car I get is low.
It'll look the same most of the time. The rest of the car don't need a low.
Listen, it seems like every time I touch anything on this car, the rest of the car is like, hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah. What about me?
What about me, motherfucker? Like, we pulled it in to pull the motor out, and then all of a sudden this door felt like it needed to be freaking redone.
Yeah? With a little help from your buddy?
Well, yeah. I definitely had old Ricky. You remember Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Little fucking Ricky.
Is he still around?
Yeah. He don't come around no more.
After that?
Yeah. You know what? I'm definitely, I don't call him when I need help, but if he was to be like, "Hey man, what you doing?" I'd be like, "Yeah, come on over," you know.
Yeah, of course.
It's not like I'm gonna, listen, if I was gonna bury him in a hole out back, I'd have done it that day.
Yeah.
I
mean, shit happens, man. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't. I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose.
No, he definitely didn't. He didn't have that hateful look in his eye. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact it's right in the fucking flame tip.
Yep. It couldn't happen here.
Yeah. Or even, like you said, the other two spots were manageable.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's alright.
I mean, worst case scenario, if we couldn't figure it out.
I fixed way worse. Okay.
Lying.
But the only issue between then and now is then there was other people involved, and I had other people to blame it on if it didn't go right.
Question: can we let sand that while we're here?
Yeah.
That's just. I think it's just clear from. Remember, I had to take it up and have homeboy.
Yeah, have my
fix it.
Yeah.
I figure while we're in here.
Where was that spot at? I don't even remember.
I don't even remember either.
I feel like it was up here or something.
I don't even remember what happened. But it wasn't in the flames. I know that. It was just the blue.
Yeah, it was just the blue. Maybe it was here. Because I remember taping the flame up.
Yeah.
I remember taping it all up for him. I don't remember. I think it was like here or something.
Might have been.
Yeah, I
don't even remember what happened.
I fixed it and I taped the flame up.
Or was it from when we got hit with that drywall?
Maybe.
I think that was what it was.
But that was up here though. That was on the bumper.
I think it hit the bumper, it wrapped around, and it fucked up the. Oh no, I think it's right here. See the.
Yeah, I don't know.
The thing on it. Mm-hmm. But you were like, if we fix that, we have to re-clear the whole thing.
Like blending it in so it's not darker where you blend it.
Yeah.
So that way, if we're going over top of clear and it doesn't look right, we can take lacquer thinner and just wipe it off and try it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just want to have some room for error.
I'm with you.
It's been a while.
Yeah, when I saw where it was and that it was in the flame, that was when I thought, I was like, we're gonna have to just, at that point I was like, fuck it, just wrap this piece of shit.
Wrap like a vinyl wrap?
Yeah. And I couldn't bring myself to wrap this paint job.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not, like you were saying, it's not a show quality finish anymore, but it's still one of the nicer fucking paint jobs of anybody I know that has a car.
Yeah. Yep.
And realistically, if I had, like, somebody decent that would detail the car and, like, go through the paint real good, I bet it comes back real nice.
Yeah, I bet it would.
And probably when I finally get to Oregon and finally, like, am not going to let the car sit for a very long time, I'll probably get someone to do that.
Blowing smoke and big wheels and...
Yeah. If you all that fucking power and then they don't really go anywhere.
If you own a diesel truck and you don't own a trailer, you're fucking up. Period. I tell people that all the time.
Fact.
People say, why do you talk down on diesel trucks but you own one? I said, because my truck is hooked to a trailer like 3 days out of the week.
Yeah.
And that's why I have it. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't have one.
Well, and so mine, I don't hardly ever drive mine.
Yeah.
Unless it's time to do work.
Yeah.
Because I got that little El Camino out there that fucking is not worth a shit as a truck, but it's a very good commuter.
Yeah. Is that what you call it, El Camino?
It basically is. I mean, what are you going to do with that thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Toyota's version of the El Camino. It's not like you're putting a fucking load of concrete or anything in the back of it.
Yeah.
Do we want to let down the floor any?
I'm not painting nothing yet. I gotta tape up the frame stuff.
No, I mean when we do it.
It really don't matter.
Okay.
For this a little bit, it ain't gonna make a difference.
Okay. I just wonder.
Sometimes, in my experience, when you wet the floor down, you stir up the dust.
Yeah.
And if you don't fuck with it, you don't, you know what I mean? So that's kind of my, like, I've had It really depends on the environment you're in, I feel like. But if you're in a clean environment, it probably helps. But when you have like a dirty floor, as you're spraying the water on the floor, the dust is getting stirred up.
Yeah.
Where do you think all that dust goes?
Yeah.
Right in the paint job. So a lot of times, like small shit like this, I'll just fucking paint it. And then it like comes out cleaner because you don't have to stir up a bunch of dust beforehand. And by the time the dust is stirred up, you're done.
I'm gonna do a whole section Mike's tech tips.
Mike tech tips. Yeah. All right, you ready? If you hit her in the shitter, you won't need a babysitter. That's my tip for today.
That's gonna be the opening to one of the videos right there. We're not monetized anyhow, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
Looks like you're getting ready to tell a campfire story.
Yeah.
All right, tell me again why you do this.
You roll it over so the paint doesn't blow in behind it, and also when you're done, you can just grab it and peel it off. You don't have to try to fight another edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when everything's wet or just drying too. That makes sense.
Okay.
Didn't like that.
Well, it's not going to fit there.
That's what she said. We proved her wrong.
It's too thin. Yeah. Well, turns out I don't have my Hydro Glide with me, so I'm just going to have to cut her off.
Is that another Dirty Mike's tech
Yeah.
tips?
Yep. When in doubt, cut it off.
I was talking about the Hydro Glide. That too.
Oh man.
What's she stinking?
I'm not really sure. I'm trying to think how I want to do this edge here. I mean, I guess with the flame, I may have to bring it around with the blue. It's not gonna. You don't want a hard edge because then you'll see it.
Yeah.
You know. Just trying to think how I want to do that.
The right way.
I'm just gonna leave it like that, and then I'll have to like just dust it in. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. And then I'll just have to make that hook again. That's the only way. That's the only way I really see being able to do it. Maybe I'll bring it around like that, and kind of just leave it loose so I can kind of dust some paint around. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Is that the ticket?
I guess.
Man.
I don't know. What's that? The only thing I don't like about this purple tape,
What do you want to use? I got blue and.
the way it bunches up. No, it's fine. It just, I like it because it sticks good.
Okay.
But I don't like when you try to tear it, it bunches up.
Yeah, it's kind of like
The green fine line.
Yeah, I got both because I thought maybe you might want it at some point.
No, see it.
Now, why the double?
Well, I think I cut it too thin. Right there.
Okay.
I wasn't sure, so I just covered it with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
was a good cut.
How are we going?
Just do it like that every time, though. When I said to just do it like that every time, I didn't think you were going to be able to. And then you just, boop, did it again. Look at you. Look at you. You're damn mammal.
You ain't riding it right.
Oh. That fine line is all up in your ass. Look at that efficiency. The dedication.
You're best to be so proud of me right now.
Your best if you see it now.
Yep. Look at him go.
I feel like I'm a whole production crew over here.
Here you go, light and
Camera, light. I need one of those rigs.
yeah.
See, I didn't know when, but I knew you would.